Welcome back, everyone. This week's predictions we are bringing to you. It's going to be an exciting weekend. It's really the final weekend of regular season conference play for a lot of teams. Not everybody, but a lot of teams. So we picked three really good matchups that will determine top seeding for most of these conferences. The first matchup will start in the East and we'll work our way west. Harvard, Princeton. In a battle of the two major Ivies this year, Harvard won the last meeting between these two at Princeton. This game will actually be then played at Harvard. Despite having a game in hand, Harvard still needs to win this game in order to ensure they get the number one overall seed in the Northeast Conference Championship tournament, which is held at Brown. Princeton not only looking to avenge the loss earlier in the year, but also create some momentum as they head into conference championships that will be held at Brown. They do have Brown this weekend as well. It should be a heck of a matchup between these two. They're very close in terms of talent, depth, and overall strategy. As Coach Minnis likes to say, Dusty makes me a better coach. And these two really match up quite well together. I'm actually going to take Princeton in this one. Kovac back in the goal. Otto Stotthart playing his best polo of the year. Princeton going to go on to win this one 15-13 and repeat as regular season champions. I want to call this out. Princeton has to win and win by 2 in order to take the regular season championship. It goes head to head and then goal differential. Harvard won the last game 13-12, and so 1 goal favors Harvard. So if Princeton wins by 1, we have a deadlock. So I do have Princeton winning by 2, clearing the way for them to have the number 1 overall seed in Northeast Conference Championships at Brown in a couple of weeks and earning themselves a bye. Next up, we'll move our way west. UC Davis versus Long Beach State University, a matchup I've been waiting for some time to see. These two teams have been standouts all season in the Big West. We've known about Long Beach teams since well before this season started, and on paper, they are a great team, but not so fast. These games aren't played on paper, and I'm a big believer in the Aggies this year as I've had the chance to see them up front, up close and personal a number of times. Baxter Chelsom is going to play the game of his life for Davis this weekend. Watch for him to just stand on his head and be a complete backboard. Oleg Shotsky, William Fosselman will contribute a ton. And don't forget Tommy Kiesling, the big outside shooter from Menlo, will be a big factor here as Davis is kind of finding their groove despite a tough loss to Santa Barbara last week. All those guys will contribute big minutes for the Aggies. I have them winning at Long Beach and taking the Big West regular season crown 14-12. A loss there for Davis, however, and they would slide down to 3rd at best, depending on what happens in other games. And finally, our final matchup of the weekend that we're going to predict here, CBU versus San Jose State. This match has immense implications as we walk through them on the show earlier this week. San Jose State will take the 2 seed and earn co-champs of WCC if they win here. CBU currently sliding, having lost 2 of their last 2 WCC games against LMU and Pacific respectively. San Jose State, an outstanding defense. They've only allowed 10.86 goals against WCC teams, so in conference play this year. And they've only allowed 10.91 against all teams on average this season. It's outstanding defense. For CBU to beat this team, they need to play inside out. What that means is they have to absolutely dominate the middle on both ends. Force the defense of San Jose State way back into a deep zone. Get them into foul trouble, which we've seen they're susceptible to do. And then if they're able to do that, they still have to beat Brendan Jopiosh, the great Brendan Jopiosh in the goal. Andrea Nuzzo for the Lancers has to have himself an unbelievable day against the Spartans in order for those Lancers to have a shot here. This game is at CBU, but I don't think the home pool advantage is enough to overcome what San Jose State is bringing right now. They're playing very well. I've got San Jose State winning 13-11 over the Lancers, taking 2nd place seed in the WCC conference in 2 weeks. Those are our 3 picks for the week. I've chosen all road teams, which I can't believe I did, but I chose all road teams this week. Go figure. Good luck to everyone. We'll see how it shakes out.